All right, welcome to 13 Not Reviews, and today we'll be reviewing Morbid, a 2013 film by Chuck Conry. Now, Chuck Conry also directed Door 1 of the Five Doors to Hell and starred in Chicken's Blood. We have the Blu-ray here from Point and Shoot Films, and this is a Fits of Horror Presents Morbid on Blu-ray. The artwork by B.J. Floyd. And see that big dick on the cover? You only get this cover with the limited one. Now it's limited to 30. And they are numbered. I got number 13 right here. And when the standard comes out, and you've seen the special features, the standard will not have the special features. This has two versions of the film, the director's cut and grindhouse cut. I was really excited to see the grindhouse cut get the Blu-ray treatment. This is also the first time this film has been on Blu-ray. It is BDR, but there's the disc. But the grindhouse cut has never been released except on a VHS release. Now, and that was like five copies, and that was all that was released. The grindhouse cut is the first cut I ever seen of the movie because that's what they played at the premiere, and I really liked it. It had little quirks in it, like the film's messing up and everything. But when it got on Wild Eye, it was released as the full director's cut. And I don't know, this one may have extra footage from that one. I'm not for sure. I have to check with Chuck on that one. Now, obviously, the killer... Actually, let's get into the budget of this film. The budget is $500. That is insane to be able to make a film like this for $500. I thought they did an amazing job. I couldn't imagine just using $500 to make a film. Now, the film stars Olivia Ayres as Grace, Richard Chilton as Skywalker, Ryan Grooms as Detective Bruce Dursky. And there's also a cameo from Ethan Bolden. I also worked with Ryan in Chicken's Blood and Ethan Bolden in Chicken's Blood as well. Ethan Bolden makes a cameo in this, and if you know Ethan Bolden, he plays the sheriff in Chicken's Blood, and he's also in Door 1 of the Five Doors to Hell. Now, this is his first film too, and he plays a cameo in a commercial scene, like a grindhouse type Trauma does, I think, this stuff where the movie cuts to commercials. And he plays a rapper, and it's a very hilarious scene, seeing him rap. And he's good. It was good. His name in the credits is the Big E. And it's a little out of sync and stuff, but it really just didn't take away from it. I really enjoyed it. The killer in the film looks a lot like Dr. Decker from Nightbreed. You know, it's what it is. I mean, I don't know if that was intentional. I don't think it was. I like the killer's looks. He's got the trench coat. He's got the red tie, all black with a red tie, and the mask that looks like Dr. Decker. Now, the film itself is the plot is there has been a double murder in a small southern town, but the only thing anyone cares about is the big football game and the state title they are going to win with their star quarterback Skywalker leading the team. With a vicious killer terrorizing teens all across the town and the sheriff too busy getting drunk, giving TV interviews, is there anyone who will be able to stop the violence and put an end to the massacre? Now, the film starts off with two horror fans arguing in a room, and they're arguing over, I like this. I love when you see like arguments over horror and talking about other films in the movie. So they're talking about Halloween and Black Christmas, and then there's a point where they say those were films that you first seen the point of view from the killer. Point of view shot from the killer, and then all of a sudden the killer's looking through the window at them, and you see the point of view shot from the killer in Morbid, the businessman, I think they call him. And I thought that was a very cool scene. Of course, they end up getting killed, and that's what kind of starts this whole thing, the whole storyline. And then it cuts to like a commercial, and then you start seeing the sheriff, which I think stole the show in the movie, really. It's the sheriff's played by Brandon Lane, and he plays a drunk sheriff that is basically trying to get everybody to ignore the the deaths in the film. And it's funny the way he goes about it because he's drunk. He's like, don't worry about it. This is two horror fans that probably committed double suicide and tried to make it look like a murder. And he's like, just don't worry about it. Just worry about the football game tonight. Y'all need to go to the football game. Go to the Grundy County Fair. So those scenes with the sheriff were really hilarious. And I thought that he kind of stole the show for me. Now, once you get to Skywalker, the guy, Richard Chilton, Skywalker, he's a very cocky, arrogant character because, he's the big star football player of the team. My hat keeps hitting the mic. But he's the big star football player of the team. And his character kind of reminds me of a wrestler, a cocky wrestler that thinks a lot of himself, like The Rock, maybe when he was a heel. So he's probably one of the better characters in the film as well. Chuck CONRY makes a hilarious cameo. He's broke down on the side of the road, and he's not in the film long, but he's broke down on the side of the road and yelling at his girlfriend to fix the car while he's sitting in the driver's seat, and he's got his girlfriend out there with the hood up fixing the car. I thought that was hilarious. Now, I really didn't understand the hate on this film. It got bad reviews and right off the rip, and I just don't understand it with a $500 budget. I mean, I guess you got to like low budget films to appreciate this film. It is a slasher film. It's a throwback to the old slasher movies. It's off-screen kills. And nobody really complains about that back in the day. I guess it's because it's, 2013 and 2000s. We got to make them a little gorier, I guess. But, with that budget, you're very limited on what you can do. And I thought they did a very good job of what they did in this film with the kills. There was some very interesting kills, some different than I've ever seen in other films before. I think one good dude gets stabbed, or one chick gets stabbed with a fucking arm. I think I may have kind of reminiscent of maybe Freddy versus Jason, I think, where Jason stabs Freddy with his own arm. That was a little different on this one, but there was a very cool head smash scene in this one. The only thing I could really complain about maybe in this film was maybe the motive of the killer. I don't really know what the motive was, and it doesn't tell. And I think it may have been just setting up for we may need to see a part 2. I don't know. Hopefully we will one day. I would like to see a part 2 of Morbid. And I thought one scene was funny where they was arguing. There was 2 arguments in this film, and I enjoyed both of the arguments. So that's all that matters. There was another G.I. Joe argument in it. And they're arguing over who was better, either Snake Eyes or Storm Shadow. I happen to be on the Storm Shadow side of that. I wasn't never really the Snake Eyes part. Storm Shadow was always my favorite. You had the ninja, but he kept switching sides, I think, in G.I. Joe. So I always liked Storm Shadow. I think the movies I didn't really like him as much in, but the cartoons I really like. Now, getting into the ending scene of this film, the ending scene. I was gonna see if I could find the runtime of this film, and I forgot to look that up. But the ending scene was very good. It was a very cool scene. It almost got like a standing ovation at the premiere. I was loving it. Now, there is one scene in the movie that I thought was funny, where the chick is cornered and she's trying everything she can to not get him to kill her. And she calls him out on probably having a small dick. So you probably got a small dick. What are you going to do, rape me? You probably should kill me first because I probably wouldn't feel it anyway. You probably got a small dick. And then he stops and unzips his pants and pulls out this fucking dick that goes down between his legs, past his knees. And the look on her face was priceless. And then he starts slapping her in the face with the dick. That was fucking awesome. Anyway, the anyway, I suggest I recommend the film, and there's not many left. Like I said, it's limited to 30. There's not but maybe 10 left last time I checked on the limited edition, and this may be the last time you see the Grindhouse cut anywhere. So it is a 5th anniversary Ultimate Edition with the Grindhouse cut added onto it, and you're not going to get that with the standard version. So go out. I'll put the link below to get a hold of Chuck. I recommend it if you like low budget slashers. I'm a slasher guy. I love slasher movies. So, and to me, I think this is his. To me, I like this film better than his other film, Door One of the Five Doors to Hell. He may kill me for that one, but I mean, maybe because when this came out, I was so because this is a slasher film and the other one's an anthology for one. That might be why I like it more too. I don't know. Go hit Chuck up, and I appreciate y'all hanging with me. Y'all come back and hang again sometime. And remember, Grundy, Grundy, Grundy stands for rockin', rockin', rockin'.